Hello everyone, this is Tina, guest market analyst from FPG. Today is 18th November, Monday. As usual, I'm going to talk about the week ahead trend for key instruments in the financial markets. This week, economic data is light, but there will be NVIDIA's third quarter earnings results to be released, which could have major impact on the US technology shares. So in the following video, I'm going to talk about the market trend for Nasdaq 100, and also I'm going to have a little bit of touch of Bitcoin, Australian dollar against US dollar, and the last I'm going to talk about the crude oil. The first one is Nasdaq 100. We can tell from here, in the long term, since January 2023, Nasdaq 100 has been moving in this uptrend line. And the short term, there is a sign of profit taking, which caused a sharp decline from its all-time high level last week. As the Trump trade has been unwinding, especially after the Fed Powell indicated that he is not in a hurry to cut interest rates, which caused the U.S. government bond yields surged further and pressure on the stock markets. So this week, if NVIDIA's earnings is not as good as expected, it could cause Nasdaq to pull back further and even could break down below this 50-day moving average and then test the long-term trend line. So there's a potential near-term trend that we could be aware of. Next one is Bitcoin. As I mentioned last week, Bitcoin upside momentum lost some steam. I think there is also because the Trump trade unwinding and also profit taking. So this pullback could continue and has this key support around $80,000. If it break down below here, then it's $70,000. So from the indicator, we can tell both MACD and Stochastic have been entering this overbought territory. So this pullback momentum could continue. And of course, once it break up this all-time high level around $95,000, it could further test 100,000, but it could be in the long-term trend. The next one is the Australian dollar against the US dollar. This pair could continue its downtrend even though there is a slightly rebounding from last Friday. However, the US dollar could continue its uptrend. The US government bond yields could continue surging. Once it's break down below this level, it could continue and touch the next potential support around 63. And in the long term, we can tell this pair has been moving in a range-bound movement. But there might not be much of the room for the declining, as here indicators has entered the oversold territory. The last one is the US crude oil WTI. WTI is testing this near-term support area around $67 per barrel. However, the long-term has been moving this downward trend line. Fundamentally, there are not much of the supporting factors for the oil markets, unless the Middle East tension intensifies, but pretty quiet at that front. The oil market is likely to break down below this pivotal support and testing the next potential support around $63.60. And also here is emerging the pattern of head shoulder top. Once it breaks down below the neckline area, it might accelerating declining. Let's zoom in and have a look what the potential pivotal supporting area is critical for the oil markets. Once it breaks down below these levels, it could even declining further. So this is today's video. Thanks for watching. See you on Thursday.